as the law of stalking stands, there is one particular difficulty. That is, the law as it has been framed requires the woman who is the victim of stalking. Let's understand, stalking is not a gender neutral offense. As of now, a woman stalking a man is not an offense. It's only a man stalking a woman which is an offense. Okay, no, it doesn't even deal with same-sex stalking. This law also has a lot to develop. But even as the law stands, it requires a woman to express disinterest. Now that at times becomes a difficulty, because how does a woman express disinterest, and why should a woman express disinterest? And sadly, in many cases, there are acquittals from courts where the clear disinterest has not been proven. If someone is following you, if someone is trying to chase you, someone is trying to look up your internet profile, and you express disinterest to that person who's trying to romantically pursue you or pursue in a way which is unwelcome to you, then it amounts to stalking. The basis of our criminal justice system is reactive. So it is only reacting once the offense or the crime is committed. So the penal code, which as you know was amended after the Nirbhaya incident in 2013, Justice Verma committee met and certain great reforms were done. Stalking was introduced, the whole concept of rape law was relooked at. But these are all reactive, that is when the incident is over. The assumption is that when you put in place such strong laws, it will have also a deterrent effect, which means that it will prevent potential abusers from entering into abuse. But as we know, that has not happened. The only remedy that you have available is, let's say, under the CRPC for nuisance, where you can actually ask for an action of nuisance, or under civil law, where you go and ask for an injunction against a person. If the stalker is a person who is not a related person. Priyadarshini Mattoo case happened before the amendment to the penal code, which has made stalking a specific offense. She repeatedly indicated her disinterest in that person, but unfortunately that person just would not take no for an answer, and this is where the society failed. We did not create enough support structures for Priyadarshini to reach out and get effective protection. For whatever reason, it could be legal, it could be social, psychological, whatever it is. Judge Thareja, who was a sessions judge, actually created a sensation when he had to acquit this person by saying, I know you are guilty, but I unfortunately cannot punish you. Because again, the criminal justice system is based on a standard of proof beyond reasonable doubt. Ultimately, of course, this conviction was reversed by the High Court, and this acquittal was reversed by the High Court, and the reversal was also affirmed by the Supreme Court, and this gentleman went to jail. One important reason why this happened, this kind of reversal happened, was because the acquittal got a lot of social media, got a lot of press coverage. So civil society was quite agitated by that. But I don't think we have to have high-profile cases and only social media for women to be ensured their right to be safe. So therefore, what is required is actually law reform, policing reform, and social reform. Everyone almost has a smartphone in their hands. Use your smartphones as your defense mechanisms. Record the actions, so that is your best contemporaneous evidence that you have indicated that you are, if someone is pursuing you, make a film of it and say, I'm going to send this to the police or I'm going to put it in the public media. It's easier said than done, but even if you don't want to make it public, but at least even the threat of using the social media or recording might come to your protection. Unfortunately, the fact that our criminal justice system is so tardy because of the fact that it takes years for women to get justice. In fact, there's a high rate of acquittal of the 12,000 cases, approximately as per the National Crime Bureau statistics, which were filed of stalking, and of which a few went to trial. There were over 900 acquittals, and there were many cases where there were actually settlements. Now, this happens because our criminal justice system does not have effective ways of dealing and giving quick justice. So one thing is that if all crimes against women are ensured a trial within 3-4 months, then that might be a deterrent effect. Also, we have to have a system which is a victim friendly. A woman who comes to the police, who comes to the criminal justice system to access justice, should not be seen as this statistic, but as a real consumer of justice. You had these people who were banging thalis and candlelight vigils for death sentence to rapists, okay? Rapes have not stopped since death sentence was made mandatory or whatever, or since the Nirbhaya convicts were hanged. What is required is not the severity of punishment, but the certainty of punishment. And once you ensure that there's certain punishment, you will get it. So when this man knows that you're going to see prison and you're going to see it within 3 months, he will think twice before he resorts to this kind of action.